Good afternoon. As you can tell, it's a little windy, a little dusty. No, Tate, come on. I'm gonna put him away while I get the tractor ready. No, Tater, come on, bug. Come on. Tate, come. Come on, let's go. So, oh yeah, the rain cap on my tractor is open. So, I just took some drone video in 30-mile-an-hour winds. Gotta risk it. Risk it for the footage, man. It was difficult. And oh, I know what you'll do to that. Yeah, no. It was difficult, and I wouldn't recommend flying a drone when it's blowing 30 mile an hour out there. It's a little tough. Is it windy? I hate it when it's windy. It's terrible. This needs an oil change too this year. Auto steer's in. We gotta check the sight glass. Sight glass is good, so the transmission's good. And woohoo! And here we go. Okay, and we're off. That's turning on. That should turn on, I hope anyway, otherwise we'll be freehanding it. And we're gonna turn on some AC because it is 65 degrees out. Quite a turn. Last year I chisel plowed in the snow. I don't remember if I made any videos about that or not. Snow till, I called it. That was a nightmare. I had to get out every couple of rounds and clean the grill off because it was getting so full of snow it couldn't breathe. Yep. There, that's on. Should be able to squeak on through here. It's always a little on the tight side through there. That was a little too tight. Should have turned more to the left. Alrighty, we're good to go. Let's go chisel. I'm not cool, I don't have a power shift, I still have to use the clutch. Make sure we don't hit Grandpa's mailbox. I don't know what that was. And we're in third. Oh, no, he's still working on across the creek there. So then all that would be left is the home farm. So he must be planning on doing across the creek and then hopping over, filling up again, and then starting on the home farm. I guess I feel like I could safely assume anyway. This is actually, this yard right here is where my grandparents lived when they first got married. There was an old house there. This is, I believe the family that lived there was the Purcell family, and that's why hence why we call it Purcells. So this is the Purcell quarter. It's 160, or if you squared it off, it's 160 acres with the yard. But there's two swamps that take up a couple acres. So I have it split right down in the middle. So theoretically, it would be it's a model. It would be a 80-acre field apiece if it were completely square and no swamps. But there are swamps. The neighbor looks like they were deep banding. They were. Doesn't look like they are anymore. But it looks like the tarp's about ready to let loose. Okay. So this is where they spilled some. So this is treated urea. So this is urea, which is usually white, but this stuff's treated with NH4, so it's not white, it's blue. Then here's my mez, and I believe, I'm not gonna find it in here. So typically potash is white, or not white, pink. The company I get my fertilizer, or the co-op I do all my fertilizer through, they use a different potash. It's called Pegasus, and it's a 0062 for an analysis. And it's white, where most it's pink. Used to have that problem when I was selling this stuff. This is the company that created this one. Okay, so occasionally farmers wouldn't be happy about it because they thought it was, or if they switched from a different company. It used to be pink. With CHS, it was white. It was aggressive. So I'm just tipping my drag this way. So I usually run with it on this notch, second to last notch. This one is very aggressive. It doesn't do a great job, but it works well for breaking up lumps. So this year the ground is, I'm a little concerned because the ground is so hard. There is some moisture down there. We're gonna find out. We'll see how she rips. There we go. All right. We're moving. The ground is hard, but not as hard as I thought it would be. There is actually some mud sticking to the tires on the chisel plow, so that makes me happy. It's good to know that there's some moisture down there. Soybean ground, we only work once. No use to, there's usually soybeans put very little back into the ground, so there's no use in going over it twice, otherwise you just turn it into powder. So this will be the only pass on the soybean ground this year. I think I've got about 14 acres done. That's a little light because I forgot to map some of it that I did, but that's no biggie. Oh yeah. We're just clipping along, a little over 5 miles an hour, 2,000 RPMs, just letting her eat. I had to get out to use the bathroom here, but oof, duh. I think I might have to flip those before we're done. I love the smell of fresh turned dirt. I saw the floater went by, so he's done. But look at this stuff coming up. Needs rain. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how it's coming out. You don't know. I was learning, okay? So, this stuff like this happened. Not necessarily proud of that. And I'm very much considering renting that drill again and just putting in straight grass and going crossways to fill in all the gaps. Because I don't know, it's okay. I'm really happy with how it came out. Must have had a plugged row of grass. That's a bummer. I'm very happy with how what got in the ground is growing, but I don't care for that 7.5 inch spacing. And on top of that, it seems like it's inconsistently wide in spots. Down here is just pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. So then Kayla's barn is going to go right over here somewhere, and then an arena next to that, and then there's going to be a pen for the mini horses and dry lots and whatnot. And then this field edge here, that's our electrical. We need to come out here with a weed whacker and clear out all that volunteer crap. So this is going to actually be the driveway. Like 20 feet wide. Probably wider than that, probably more like 40. So this will be the driveway. The house will be straight off that way. So kind of between that tree and that tree, right in the middle there's a hill that goes down to a creek. We wanted to build on top of that hill, because it's just beautiful off in that direction. That's all CRP. That's my great aunt and uncles. Over here, we're gonna have a shop, which will start out as a unheated pole shed that we're gonna use for hay storage, our seed dealership, and equipment over the winter. We're still gonna use the farm for a lot of stuff because this is many years off. We're probably talking a few years for a hay shed anyway. And then, so that'll be right in there somewhere. Then we're gonna insulate and heat that, and that's gonna be my shop. Then we're gonna have an actual hay shed or cold storage. And then, no, that's right, shop, cold storage for machinery and equipment, and actual hay shed. In that order. Shop, machinery, hay. And then this is just gonna be grass with a straight line of pines down to the CRP. It's gonna be a cool yard, but it's gonna take a lot of time to do. Just check things out, make sure all is hunky-dory. I'm pretty happy with the job that it's doing. It's a little lumpy, but with how dry it's been, that's to be expected. Listen to that John Deere diesel just purr. Good tractor, good purchase. Still going at her. The first 50-some acre field, and I'm about 8 acres into this 30-acre field, so I should be done by about, I don't know, probably 1 o'clock. But I'm gonna end the video because it's late. I want to put the camera away and probably start up a movie because it's about 11 o'clock and it's about that time. Start up a movie. So I'm gonna put the camera away. I'll pick up again tomorrow. Hopefully the wind has died down and I can fly the drone doing this, because today there was not a chance I was flying the drone when I was standing still was one thing, but running the tractor, no way. So hopefully get some drone footage of that, and then that'll probably be pretty close to it for chisel plowing for me that I'll record. Unless something breaks, that would make an entertaining video, wouldn't it? I hope nothing breaks. I don't know, with the way things are going for everybody else in the world, the tractor probably blow up, but I didn't say that. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow. We're only an hour away from tomorrow, but we'll see you tomorrow. Okay?